Abjure. And what is the meaning of abjure?
If it were a wrestling match, it was probably a Royal Rumble. It was every man for himself when 4 presidential contenders squared off in round 2 of the Comelec debates in Cebu on Sunday. As one political analyst said, Senator Grace Poe, Vice President Jejomar Binay, Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, and former Secretary Mar Rojas all came to exploit the other's weaknesses, and these showed during the 3-hour televised debate. As expected, opponents pounced on Binay's main vulnerability, his alleged corruption.
I'd like to be very, very brutally frank to the Vice President. Sir, marami kang kaso sa COA pati sa Ombudsman.
Others took Rojas to task for the shortcomings of the Aquino administration, and they are not few, especially if you ask victims of Super Typhoon Yolanda. Political analyst Julio Teehankee says it didn't help that Rojas made a pitch for putting the country in the hands of decent people.
He says that there's a need to restore decency. Is he saying that some aspects of this administration is not decent?
Teehankee says Duterte did well in terms of keeping his cool and charming the audience. His one-liners were also effective, especially against Rojas. But Teehankee says there was a point when Duterte went back to his old self.
Kung hindi ka marunong pumatay ng tao at takot kang mamatay, yan ang problema. You cannot be a president.
Poe showed the feisty and aggressive side of herself, especially when Binay questioned her loyalty to the Philippine flag. But Teehankee says Poe's inexperience showed especially when Duterte raised the issue of the territorial dispute with China. Duterte wanted to know what concrete steps Poe, as president, would take if China sank Philippine Coast Guard vessels. Poe's initial response went around in circles, so Duterte asked her again.
Bumangon agad. At kasama, di ba, mabilis na babangon ang presidente at itatawag ang head ng AFP at ang head ng DOTC sapagkat nandyan na papailalim ang Coast Guard.
One vulnerability with Grace Poe, there were other rookie mistakes, lapses that she made. She could have straight out answered that if that incident did happen, she would immediately call the National Security Council and ask for a briefing, and then call on the major allies of the country, and if needed, invoke the Mutual Defense Treaty.
Debates like the one held in Cebu are supposed to help voters make the right decision in May, especially now that they've gotten a glimpse of this candidate's character. Christian Esguerra, ABS-CBN News.